Football predictions: Aston Villa vs Bologna, Forest vs Porto, Crystal Palace and more. Crystal Palace travelling to Florence and coming away with the result. That is the call on today's card, and it is one that will divide opinion sharply. A Premier League side going to Italy, facing a Fiorentina team on home soil, and not just surviving, winning. We will explain the full reasoning shortly, but that is just one of 5 European fixtures we are breaking down today, covering the Europa League and the Conference League across 5 different countries. 10 picks, 5 correct scores, all the analysis you need laid out clearly from start to finish. If you are new to this channel, this is exactly what we do every single day. Structured analysis, clean predictions, and a community built around people who take football seriously. Subscribe right now and hit the notification bell so you are never walking into a matchday unprepared. Let us get straight into it. Match 1, Aston Villa vs Bologna. We open with an Europa League fixture that represents a significant opportunity for Aston Villa to make a statement on the continental stage. Aston Villa hosting Bologna is a match between two clubs who have genuinely earned their place in European competition, but who arrive at this fixture from very different trajectories. Villa at home, in front of their supporters, with the energy of a club that is firmly establishing itself as a serious force in European football. This is a match they are expected to win, and the prediction is that they deliver exactly that. Aston Villa at Villa Park in European competition carry all the momentum of a club that has rediscovered its identity. The atmosphere, the crowd, the belief running through the stands, it all feeds into a performance level that makes Villa genuinely difficult to handle on home soil. They are a team that attacks with pace and purpose, that creates chances through width and movement, and that has the tactical intelligence to manage matches without being reckless. Against Bologna, who are a well-organized Italian side but one carrying the limitations of a club operating at the very edge of their European ambitions, Villa should have enough quality to control proceedings. Bologna away from home in European competition face significant challenges. They are a team built around defensive solidity and domestic rhythm, and the adjustment to European away fixtures, the different pace, the different atmosphere, the different tactical demands, can be difficult for sides who are not accustomed to this level of continental football. Villa's pressing intensity and the speed of their transition should cause Bologna real problems, and the prediction is that Villa assert their quality without allowing their opponents a serious foothold in the match. The correct score is 2-0 to Aston Villa, and the market pick is a straight Aston Villa win. A clean sheet reflects Bologna's difficulty in creating against a well-organized Villa defensive structure, and 2 goals is a fair return for a home performance where Villa control the majority of meaningful moments. This is a confident home win call to open the card. Prediction: Aston Villa 2-0 Bologna. Aston Villa win. Match 2, Nottingham Forest vs FC Porto from Villa Park to the City Ground, and a fixture that carries enormous weight for Nottingham Forest. Hosting FC Porto in European competition is the kind of occasion that the City Ground was built for, a stadium steeped in continental history, a crowd that understands what these nights mean, and a team that has been playing with the confidence of a club that believes it belongs at this level. This is not just a football match for Forest, it is a statement of intent. Nottingham Forest at home have been one of the more impressive sides in this competition in terms of their work rate, their defensive organization, and their ability to make the City Ground an uncomfortable environment for visiting teams. They press with aggression, they defend with numbers when they need to, and they are dangerous from set pieces and transitions. Porto will face a team that is not going to open up and play expansive football against them. Forest are too tactically astute for that, but a team that will look to control territory and make Porto earn every single opportunity they get. Porto are a club with deep European pedigree. They travel to away fixtures in continental competition without fear, and their squad is well equipped to handle the intensity of an English home crowd. They carry quality in midfield and attack, and they have the experience to manage difficult moments in away matches without panicking. However, Porto away from home in England have historically found it difficult to impose their natural style of play, and Forest at full intensity on a European night at the City Ground will not make it easy for them to settle. The correct score prediction is 1-1, and the market pick is Nottingham Forest win or draw. A draw on a European night of this magnitude is a genuine achievement for Forest and a fair reflection of a match where both sides contribute but neither can find the decisive second goal. Forest win or draw provides the coverage needed in case Forest find the winner late, which, given the crowd and the occasion, is absolutely within the realms of possibility. But the 1-1 is where the primary confidence sits. Prediction: Nottingham Forest 1-1 FC Porto. Nottingham Forest win or draw. Match 3 Betis vs Braga into the Europa League now, and a home fixture for Real Betis that carries the atmosphere and intensity of a club that takes European competition seriously. Betis hosting Braga in Seville is a match between two sides with genuine continental ambition, and the Benito Villamarín Stadium will provide the kind of backdrop that gives the home side a meaningful advantage from the very first whistle. Betis at home are a team that plays with flair, with technical quality, and with a connection to their supporters that generates real energy throughout the match. They are comfortable in possession, they create chances through patient build-up and sudden moments of individual quality, and they are capable of controlling European home fixtures against opposition of Braga's level. Their defensive organization has been solid enough to ensure they are not easily undone by teams that try to play on the break, and Braga's attacking output will need to be at its very best to cause them serious problems. Braga are not without quality. They are one of the better resourced clubs in Portuguese football, and they consistently produce competitive performances in European competition. Away from home they are well structured, difficult to play through, and capable of threatening on the counter. But Betis at home in this competition, with the crowd fully engaged, represent a challenging environment that Braga will struggle to impose themselves upon fully. The correct score prediction is 1-1, and the market pick is Betis win or draw. A home draw for Betis, in a match where both sides score once and the intensity of the occasion produces a competitive but ultimately level contest, feels like the honest outcome here. The Betis win or draw selection provides excellent coverage. If Betis find a late winner through a moment of individual quality or a set piece, the market pick is covered. If it stays level, it is equally covered. Braga winning this match away from home is the outcome we are least prepared to back. Prediction: Betis 1-1 Braga. Betis win or draw. Match 4, Fiorentina vs Crystal Palace, and here is the call that will generate the most debate on today's card. Fiorentina at home in the Conference League against Crystal Palace, and the prediction is Crystal Palace to win. Not to survive, not to scrape a draw, but to come to Florence and take all 3 points. The correct score is 1-2 to Crystal Palace, and the market pick is Crystal Palace win or draw. The reasoning starts with understanding what Crystal Palace have become as a football team. Under their current setup, Palace are not a team that travels to Europe simply to make up the numbers. They are physically powerful, they are well organized defensively, and they carry genuine attacking threat on the counter-attack and from set pieces. These are precisely the qualities that tend to be most effective in away European fixtures, where space opens up on the break and where teams that can absorb pressure and hit opponents with speed and directness often outperform teams that try to control matches through possession. Fiorentina at home in the Conference League are strong. Their stadium generates atmosphere, their squad has European experience, and they are a team that understands how to manage home European fixtures. But Fiorentina have shown vulnerabilities in transition, and when they push men forward in search of goals, they can be exposed by teams that have the pace and the organization to punish them quickly. Crystal Palace's attacking options are built for exactly that kind of exploitation. The 1-2 scoreline reflects a match where Fiorentina take the lead, which forces Palace to respond, and Palace's response is both disciplined and decisive. 2 away goals, the quality to hold on under pressure in the closing stages, and a result that announces Crystal Palace as a genuine force in this competition. This is a bold call, but it is the right one. Prediction: Fiorentina 1-2 Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace win or draw. Match 5, AZ Alkmaar vs Qumu. We close today's card in the Conference League, and a fixture where the quality gap between the two sides shapes the prediction clearly. AZ Alkmaar hosting Qumu is a match between a well-established Dutch club with serious European experience and a side from North Macedonia that, while competitive in their domestic league, faces a significant step up in quality at this level of continental competition. However, the prediction here does not land with the home side, and that is what makes this selection interesting. The correct score is 0-1 to Qumu, and the market pick is Qumu win or draw. AZ Alkmaar, despite their home advantage and their broader quality, have shown inconsistencies in their European home performances that leave them vulnerable to well-organized opposition who sit deep and defend with discipline. Qumu's approach away from home in this competition has been built around exactly that, staying compact, limiting space, and taking their chances when they arrive. A single away goal, a clean sheet, and a disciplined defensive performance from Qumu is the shape of the prediction. AZ will have possession, they will create half chances, but if Qumu defend with the organization they are capable of, they can keep Alkmaar out and snatch the result through a single moment of clinical finishing. Qumu win or draw provides the coverage for a goalless draw if Alkmaar's attacking output proves equally ineffective, but the 0-1 is where the full confidence sits. A result that would be considered an upset, but one that the analytical picture fully supports. Prediction: AZ Alkmaar 0-1 Skupje. Skupje win or draw. Aston Villa vs Bologna 2-0 Aston Villa win. Nottingham Forest vs FC Porto 1-1, Nottingham Forest win or draw. Betis vs Braga 1-1, Betis win or draw. Fiorentina vs Crystal Palace 1-2 Crystal Palace win or draw. AZ Alkmaar vs Skupje 0-1 Skupje win or draw. 5 matches, 10 picks. Screenshot the summary, build your card the way that makes sense to you, and let the European Knights do the rest. That is the full European card broken down for today. Drop a comment below right now and tell me which of these 5 predictions you are riding with and which one you think is the upset of the card. The comment section on this channel is where the real conversation happens, and your take genuinely influences future content. If today's video added value to your evening, a like takes 2 seconds and helps this content reach more people who care about serious football analysis. Share this video with one person who follows European football and has not found this channel yet. That one share makes a real difference to how far this community can grow. A massive shout out to every single person who has been consistent in showing up, engaging, and supporting recent videos. This channel is built on your involvement, and every breakdown produced here is made with this community in mind. Stay sharp, stay disciplined, and we will see you in the next one.